Well, that was an absolute embarrassment from the New York Knicks. Welcome back to Knicks Media, everybody. The Knicks fall to the Cavs 107-90. In game number 2, the Knicks have now fell to 1-1 on the series, and now we go home on Friday night for game number 3 against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Madison Square Garden. Now, before I get deeper into the game and talk about what of an embarrassment and domination it was from the Cleveland Cavaliers, I want to start it off with this. We needed to steal one of the first 2 games in Cleveland, and that's exactly what the Knicks did. Would have been fantastic if the Knicks were able to get game 2 and go up 2-0. Absolutely. It would have been a little better if we were competitive in this game and lost. It would have felt a little better, but now we're sitting at a complete wake-up call that this Knicks team has a lot of things they got to figure out and really adjust for game number 3, because the Cleveland Cavaliers, they did a phenomenal job of taking game 1 as a learning experience and adjusting and attacking the Knicks at our own game and exploiting our weaknesses and giving us complete ball pressure, and the Knicks were not able to handle it, and we're going to break it all down. But before I do that, I do want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What was your biggest takeaways from tonight's game? What needs to fix? What needs to change for the Knicks to come out on top in this series? Because there's going to be a lot of things that needs to be adjusted. Game 1 was great. We out-hustled them. We out-rebounded them. We played better defense, and we were clutch. But in this game, it was the complete opposite. They were the more physical team. They came out there and they punched us in the mouth, and we were not able to respond. And our shooters and our offense was not good at all. The Cavaliers defense shut us down in the half court, and they completely just took us out of our game, which is playing fast and rebounding and playing physical, because that's what this Knicks team's identity is, and the Cavaliers completely swiped that away. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What needs to change? Is there an individual player that it has to be talked about? Is it a collective unit? Is it a coaching issue? Let me know down below in the comments, and also please do your boy a favor and simply hit that thumbs up button. Really helps out the channel a lot. So let's get deeper into it, man. What I saw from tonight was the complete opposite of game 1. Everybody on the Cavaliers went off besides Donovan Mitchell. I mean, what happened in game 1 for the Cavs? Donovan Mitchell went off and nobody else did around him. Darius Garland had 32 points. Donovan Mitchell only with 17, and he had 17 and 13 dimes. Mobley had a better game tonight with a double-double, and LeVert off the bench gave them 24 points. So it was a completely different approach from their squad. But what I saw from the Knicks, just sloppy. Absolute embarrassing with the ball. Just, I could not believe how many times they were turning the ball over. They were like making up new ways. The Knicks had 17 turnovers tonight. It feels like they had more than that, but the Cavaliers also had 17 turnovers as well, but it seemed like the Cavaliers were the ones taking advantage of our turnovers. The Cavaliers also out-rebounded the Knicks 43-36. That is something that was something in the Knicks' favor in game 1. The Cavaliers won the game on the glass, and that's what this series is going to come down to in my eyes. Who's going to get more rebounds, who's going to fight for every possession, and who's going to come out on top in the physicality game. And in game number 2, the Cavs won in that aspect, and I think this series is becoming more of like a toughness test, because game 1, we were coming out there with vengeance and we were playing physical. We were out hustling them. And all we heard from the Cavaliers players throughout this couple days leading up to game 2 is like, oh, we got to punch them first. We got to play more physical. They're getting away with certain things. We got to put our hands on them. And guess what, folks? They did that. I mean, they backed up their talk, to be honest. The Cavaliers were speaking a lot, and it was rubbing some Knicks fans the wrong way, including myself. And they came out there and they executed their game plan, which was punching us first. I mean, I saw Jalen Brunson get literally punched in the face, like not fist, but hit in the mouth. Quentin Grimes is bloody. Julius Randle got bodied at the end of the game. This is not excuses. This is just a reality of the series that I'm trying to bring to the surface for you guys to realize that this is going to be a gauntlet, and it's going to be a test of physicality. And I like our odds in that test, to be honest, because we stole game number 1, we get embarrassed in game number 2, and now the big question is, how can the New York Knicks adjust and change their game to go out there in game number 3 and get the W at Madison Square Garden? I will also want to say this. This Knicks team is not winning this series without without R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and Quentin Grimes stepping up. Another game of all 3 of them just not doing anything with the ball. And I don't know if it's the Cavaliers' defense or it's them, but the Cavs are doing a great job at putting so much ball pressure on those three players, and including Jalen Brunson. They pretty much shut down Brunson tonight, even though he still got 20 points, 5 of 17 from the field. Brunson was not on it tonight because of their defense. But my point is the Cavaliers are doing a great job of not allowing RJ Barrett, not allowing Immanuel Quickley to get to their usual spots to get into rhythm. I'm seeing a completely different Immanuel Quickley in the playoff series, and I don't see that confident, flow freely quickly of just, coming off screen and rolls, popping from way downtown, the little floaters, the little mid-range shots. We're not seeing that from him because the Cavs are doing a great job of pressuring and putting pressure on the ball, and they're not allowing Quickley to get to his spots to find his rhythm. So the Knicks have to find adjustments because we cannot rely on Brunson and Randall to just carry us, and they couldn't carry us. They couldn't. We needed help around the team, and it just was an absolute embarrassment. There's a little sliver of that game that the Knicks could have fought back at the end of that third quarter, but then the Cavs just stormed, and it was just an embarrassment, man, to be honest. Julius Randle also got to clean up the damn turnovers. 6 turnovers is inexcusable. He was way too sloppy with the ball. So it was an overall team disappointment. Coaching, team, there was not one individual player that I can say confidently that he had a great game. So it's all about looking yourself in the mirror as a Knicks team, figuring out what needs to be fixed, and going into the film room and adjusting. The same thing the Cavaliers did after game number 1 of watching the film and learning from a mistake and learning from an L needs to be exactly the same approach from these New York Knicks. How do you learn from this? How do you bounce back? How do we make the proper adjustments to make sure that we can come out on top in game number 3 and, more importantly, the whole series? So again, guys, please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments of this game. Definitely disappointing and a disheartening loss because it wasn't competitive at all. It's never good to be not competitive in the postseason, but I will finish off the same way we started off the video. The Knicks getting that game 1 W is so huge for the series. They had to win one of these first 2 games in Cleveland, and the Knicks did just that. The series is tied 1-1, headed back home to Madison Square Garden. Let's go Knicks, baby. Let's go Knicks. I got confidence that they'll bounce back, and we got 3 days or 2 days to talk about it here on the channel leading up to that. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's go Knicks. Catch you next time. Peace.